Why is Alban Bagbin quiet? Kingsford Alban Sumana Bagbin is his name. Here he is. He's a Speaker of Parliament that many people admire. I admire him too. He's been an MP for so long. He almost became a Mugabe in Parliament. As so many people would have loved to refer to him as my brother, my sister. But this is the man, Kingsford, Alban Sumana Bagbin, all the way from Dagati. And he's now in Ghana, spreading the power, my brother, my sister, of politics and beyond. Alban Bagbin has come into the Parliament House as a speaker. And his nomination as a speaker did not come that easily, let alone his voting as the Speaker of Parliament. We saw how parliamentarians came together, punched each other's fat stomachs. Some even, my brother, my sister, insulted each other. There was a whole chaos in the Parliament House when he was going to be elected as Speaker of Parliament. My brother, my sister, he ended up becoming the Speaker of Parliament. And many said his election into the Parliament House of Ghana as the Speaker of Parliament was an end to the rubber stamp parliament that we had always had under the NPP. What does it mean to say a rubber stamp parliament? A parliament that's a rubber stamp to the executive. Whatever the president wants done, Parliament will say, yes, sir. They will never bring common sense to the table. Alban Bagbin was supposed to be an end to having Parliament be a rubber stamp to the executive. My brother, my sister, has he succeeded? Is he succeeding? Has he made it? Will he make it? From the days of when Nana Addo was president up to when his own party is in power, so many people hold him in high esteem. But there are many questions Alban Bagbin has to answer. Alban Bagbin is beginning to exude powerlessness in Parliament. When he came, he was strong-handed and his foot was on the ground, and he made sure that people abided, that people respected the laws of the Parliament and were disciplined. My brother, my sister, let us begin with Zenator. Zenator was in Parliament, and all of a sudden we heard somebody at the back shouting, "Daughter of murderer." And many people have run commentary on that. My brother, my sister, I didn't see anything wrong with that. Zenator is truly the daughter of a murderer, J.J. Rawlings, who killed a lot of innocent people in Ghana. You can never run away from that history. Be you a Rawlings fan or not, Rawlings abducted people, shot and killed them. My brother, my sister, his soldiers became some of the most bloodthirsty murderers in the history of our country. If this is a lie, say, Black Rasta, you are lying. We have never seen bloodshed like the bloodshed that Rawlings' hands were very deep in the name of a certain revolution in 1979. My brother, my sister, we saw so many lives shed. People shot and killed. Everybody was scared of the regime. People feared to talk. It became a state of silence, or the culture of silence gradually crept into the bodies of almost every Ghanaian. In fact, when I was growing up, anytime it was morning, we would have to go around to see if somebody had been abducted or not. And I was only about 5 years old at the time. And I remember the fear that the regime put in my parents. I will never forget that. Rawlings achieved a lot. You can't take that from him. But he also had his hands in blood. And that we can never forget. So when a man in Parliament says, "Daughter of murderer," I don't see anything wrong with that. A lot of my friends don't agree with me, but I agree with myself. That is my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is. Until we stop garnishing crime, until we stop euphemizing, Kai Jesus, come again. Until we stop using euphemisms for dirty things, my brother, my sister, we will never be able to stand firm and accept that a spoon is a spoon and not a setting digging implement. Better still, call a spade and not a long farm implement that looks like a spoon. My brother, my sister, Rawlings killed. You can't take that away. His associates, some of them came out and mentioned how much he sent them on killing sprees. Anybody who was in his bad books, he found a way of silencing you permanently. So for a man to sit in parliament and say, daughter of murderer, he was just reminding us of our history. He was just reminding us that if our fathers did so many bad things, though we don't inherit their things, we will need to be reminded that this was what our fathers did. You can't take that away. I don't garnish wrongdoing. Rawlings achieved a lot. Oh yes, he did so much. In the days of Kalabule, he fought it very seriously. He opened up the people's shops where we could go and buy food cheaply. He fought to put Ghana on his 2 feet. That notwithstanding, he was a murderer, bloodthirsty murderer. Who was the one who was said to have said that in parliament? Daughter of murderer. Samuel Abu Jinapo. This guy is one of the worst ministers, my brother, my sister, that I have seen in the Nana Akufo-Addo regime. He doesn't have common sense, this guy. No common sense of patriotism. I met one of the Jinapos in the days. I don't know if it was him or his brother John. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that this guy here doesn't have an iota of patriotism. I'm so ashamed of him every time I have to talk about him. He sat down and allowed dirty Nana Akufo-Addo to use him as a pawn and saw the destruction of our flora and fauna when this guy was the land minister. He didn't have the balls to come out and say, hey, enough of this. If I can't get my way, I can't have it my way, I resign. The cowards like this and Bawumia sat down and then Akufo-Addo used all of them, one after the other, to destroy the nation. I've never forgiven them. The good thing is that I don't follow these people for peanuts. I am their boss. They must come to me, so I'll feed them. Because I am their employer. If every Ghanaian sees it like that, that we are those employing all these idiots, anytime they misbehave, we summon them to us and whack them, they will respect us. But no, Ghanaians are following them left, right, and center, calling them, begging them for peanuts. They are relinquishing their birthright of employers and relegating themselves to the background of employees. May it never happen. This guy was the one they said daughter of murderer. He has come out to say that, no, he never said it. It wasn't him. And Alban Bagbin said that the person should own up, or else he would unravel the mystery by uprooting hook, line, and sinker the perpetrator. Today, Alban Bagbin seems to be a barking dog. He's not been able to fulfill this after so many weeks of making noise that they are going to bring this person out. May I say another thing? Is he taking us for idiots? If they think it's no more necessary, then come out and tell us that, hey, I was the one who said I was going to uproot the person. Now we find out that for security reasons, we don't have to bring out the person. Abu Jinapo said that he did not say that. Are we saying that we do not have cameras in parliament? We cannot trace things that happen in parliament, a live sitting of parliament. then I wonder what else we cannot trace in this parliament. No wonder we are told that people go there, businessmen, to try to bribe parliamentarians, even Alban Bagbin himself as an MP, bemoaned this situation. My brother, my sister, when is Alban Bagbin going to come out and tell us that, listen, our investigations point to the direction that you, Samuel Abu Jinapor, or otherwise said those things? Why did you say that? If I were Jinapor, it's the same thing that I will say. Am I wrong to say that this is the daughter of a murderer? We have evidence that Rawlings murdered. Yes, he had fans. He had people who liked him because he achieved, but you can't take away that tag that he murdered innocent people. Alban Bagbin still has more answers to give to us, my brother, my sister. My brother, my sister. How many more answers does he have to tell us or to give to us? Many things have happened in Parliament. Alban Bagbin said that he would find a way out to tell us and investigate. Is it happening? Look at when the chiefs asked for a certain apology and they said that they will march to the Parliament House and do whatever. My brother, my sister, what have they succeeded in doing? Have we been able to bring dignity to the Parliament House? When the Parliament House went into a bonfire with parliamentarians beating each other on the floor of Parliament, breaking the legs of tables and microphones, squeezing each other's testicles, Alban Bagbin came out promptly, suspended some of them, and we applauded. This is the Alban Bagbin we want to see. This is the Alban Bagbin. We want to see the Speaker of Parliament. Finally, some people have to come in and beg. Those who were suspended indefinitely were pulled back and they are back in Parliament. Is Parliament the rubber stamp of the executive? Or the Parliament is actually looking for the interests of the Republic? This is Kingsford. Alban Sumana Bagbin. Are you proud of him as the Speaker of Parliament? I am proud of him. I love him. But at the same time, I would want him to come out and tell us. Because he told us that he will give out the answers. Why are the answers delaying? Why are the answers delaying? There were other things he promised us that he will come and talk to us about. My brother, my sister, at this point, I do not recollect. But Alban Bagbin still needs to come out and tell us that the person that we said we're going to investigate and bring to book is this person. What do you have to say? My brother, my sister, it is the Blackport, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. Another thing I would like to say about this is Kwame A+ is my brethren. I love him. Kwame A+ has an issue concerning the National Service Secretariat. He had another issue, my brother, my sister, with Zoom Lion, where he said that Zoom Lion actually bought his silence as a parliamentarian. Do we have anything like the disciplinary committee in Parliament? I'm just asking. If a sitting MP can come out and say, you know what? I actually took bribe to be quiet about this Zoom Lion issue because I wanted to punish a certain guy called Paul Adom Ochre. His boss was running after me, looking for me, but I didn't mind him. Finally, when I met him, he paid me some good money to buy my silence. Now the question, as I've always asked, is it about the nation or is it about your own pockets, your own whims and caprices? The Privileges Committee, do they only invite non-parliamentarians, or parliamentarians are also invited? Certainly parliamentarians are also invited. Canada, Japan was invited there before. Why haven't they invited my very good friend Kwame A+ to sit him down and say, this is what you said. Did you mean it? Or were you just blowing hot air? And as an MP, is it in good light for you to be saying things like this? There must be a certain code of behavior for our parliamentarians because they are supposed to be called honorables. Kwame A+, I am proud of him. I'm happy to see him in parliament. My brother, my sister, there are some languages that are so unparliamentarian. Very unparliamentary. My brother, my sister, and we must avoid those. We saw Canada, Japan, and another person on the floor of parliament throwing vulgar insults at each other. I think that was Muntaka. And that worsened into now squeezing each other's testicles on the floor of parliament. If we don't start nipping some of these things in the bud, very soon our parliament house is going to be a circus. I advocate that we invite A+. We also invite this guy called Intim Fogio, who said that he had tracked and found that there was an aeroplane full of cocaine that was on our tarmac ready for money laundering. My brother, when our MPs speak, we have to take them seriously. And when they misbehave, in order to keep the decency of our parliament house, we would have to deal with this. How many people agree with me? It is the black pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonamo. And please, Alban Bagbin, do you still have a firm hold of the parliament? Give us answers to some of these things. The dignity of the parliament house largely depends on you, how you crack the whip and how you allow some things to pass. When we hear that an MP has gone out there misconducting himself, the first thing we have to do is to bring him to book, talk to him, and find out how true it is. That makes us a serious parliament. Or else, my brother, my sister, it is just a circus.